Hello everyone, welcome. In this video, we will set up commodity groups, which is another setting on the purchase module. Commodity groups help to organize items you buy into clear categories. For example, you can have office supplies, IT equipment, or raw materials. What does that do? It makes our reporting much more easier, and it makes vendor management also easier. In navigating to that, we go to the purchase settings. So we have on purchase settings, then we go to the settings. From the settings, we have the commodity group. So commodity groups, we can have different big groups like this we have here. Then you can add, if you want a new commodity, you can have a code, say 001 or 003, and we can have a commodity group like office supplies. You want it to order, that is how they will be ranking on order here. Notes, we can say all supplies. And then we can have another for 004, say IT equipment, and we can order it as the second one. I can put note as an IT, I can add 005, and I can have something like raw materials, and I can have it as 3, and then I can have raw materials, or I can leave it at that, and then I save. So that brings in our all supplies, and we've set up our commodity in the system. So the group name would appear, a description would appear, and then the status to have them active. To delete, we'll just simply come through and say you want to delete and say okay, and that will be deleted. If I want to delete the products, I can easily come and say delete, and that will be deleted from the system. If you need to edit, and then once you've made the changes, we say. The beauty about it is you have to keep the commodity names broad. You have to avoid duplicates before you add any other, and then also ensure there is descriptiveness. While keeping on the grouping of commodities, I would like us to proceed again to the subgroup setup. So we have the commodity, which is the core of it. Then we have a subgroup within the commodity. The subgroup is a smaller category of the huge commodity group. So we have the commodity group, and then we have a subgroup, a part of a lower spec of the group. Subgroup allows you to organize your item more precisely, improving both your purchase reporting and also the spend analysis. So on the same mode where we have the purchase module, we have the subgroup, and then to add a new subgroup, we can do that. Subgroup name, the group name, and the order and the display. So we can have subgroup code, and I can say this is 001. We can have a subgroup name. Let me put laptops. The subgroup name can be IT equipment, which is here. Sorry for that. Let's go back to the purchase module. Under settings, under subgroup, we can add new subgroup. I can put code 001. Subgroup name, I can put laptop. Under the group name, I can put IT equipment here. And let's say I order that from 1, and then all laptops or all laptops can be under that category or can be under that subcategory. Then we can have, say, 002, where we have something like printing materials, and we can have stationery and office supply. Let me say stationery, and then under office supply we can have that stationery. I can have that as number 2 in order, and then stationery items. We can have another category, say 003, and then the category can be something like networking devices. Let me just use something like router. and they will be under IT equipment and be ordered like 3. That's not a compulsory field. Then we can have routers, or we can put any description. Once we are done, we can save. Same thing, you want to edit, you have the edit button. You want to remove, you have the delete button right by your side. So that keeps the groups and the subgroups of item done within this video. We'll proceed and look at vendor category and permissions. Thank you for watching.